Jumbo fellow dreamers, in today's video I am participating in a health and fitness collab with a number of different YouTubers, so be sure to check out everybody. They'll be all linked in the description bar below. So today I am making some healthified junk food, and actually these things are so healthy that they don't even count as junk food anymore. They're delicious and made out of whole food ingredients. So I'm going to show you how to make some healthified, awesome cookies that can be customizable to whatever taste you and your family like. I'm making some chicken fingers and I'm making some French fries. So let's start with cookies. First, preheat your oven to 375 degrees and then take a banana and mash it up into a bowl. To that little banana mash, add a teaspoon or so of cinnamon and give that a good stir. I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of rolled oats. These are the Trader Joe's gluten-free rolled oats. Mix those in real well, and then about 1/4 of a cup of raisins, but you could use chocolate chips, you could use nuts, whatever you like. Take the batter and drop it onto parchment-lined baking sheet. You'll get about 6 good-sized cookies out of this recipe. And then take a fork and flatten them down. These won't rise, these won't move, so you want to make sure they are in nice cookie shapes. So then bake them at 17 minutes, 375 degrees, and you've got some delicious, healthy cookies. For our chicken tenders, grab a cup of nuts, put them into a high-speed blender or a Cuisinart, and grind them down into a flour. So then whisk up an egg, and this is going to be our coating for our chicken tenders. So grab your chicken tender, drop it into the little egg mixture, and then swirl it around into the nuts. These can literally be any nuts. They could be seeds. So I actually used a combination of whatever I had in the house, which was cashews and almonds, I think is what I used, and that's all I had. So then you just want to coat them really nicely in the flour that you have. It's not really flour. And then put them into some sort of a baking pan or a baking dish. Now let's season them up. So I'm going to put a little bit of salt on there. I'm going to put a little bit of parsley. You could use paprika or garlic, onion salt, whatever you have. Bake at 400 degrees for about 20-25 minutes, and you'll have some delicious, crispy, gluten-free chicken tenders. Now let's make some freezer French fries. So grab your bag of russet potatoes, give them a good wash, and then you want to peel them, mostly. You don't have to be, exact. You can leave some of the peel on if you want, and cut them into French fry shapes. And do that for as many potatoes as you possibly can. So then fill up a pretty large sized pot with water and bring it to a boil on the stove. You'll want to, dump all of your French fries hopefully into the pot of water and boil them exactly 5 minutes. Take them out, let them drain on some paper towels on top of a plate, and then throw some parchment paper on a baking dish and start to spread them out. Now, I had so many potatoes, I had to do a couple of layers of parchment and potatoes. So just put those down there on a pan and give them a season. So I'm actually doing some paprika and some salt on all of the layers there. I have a couple layers, and pop them into the freezer. Once they're frozen, about an hour or so, take them and just store them inside a Ziploc bag in the freezer, and you've got French fries ready to go for whenever you want them. The parchment paper allows them to not stick to each other, and it gets them into the bag really nicely. Seal them up and you are good to go. So when you're ready to bake these, pop them into an oven that is preheated at 425 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes until they are hot and crispy. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Be sure to check out everybody that is participating in this collab. I will link all their channels in the description bar below. If you haven't already and you'd like to, hit that button down below, subscribe so you never miss a daily Dreamland video. Kiss someone you love today, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao!